Hello, I'm Tylah Tully, and today I'm joined by AnteoTech interim CEO and Managing Director Merrill Gray. Merrill, the leadership team at AnteoTech, has just completed a strategic review of its operations. Can you share with us the highlights and what shareholders can expect from this renewed strategy?
Thank you, Tyler. It's my pleasure to be able to speak about our strategic review outcomes announcement that came out this week. And the key to what we've been doing and where we're heading and the differences between that are we've had a very, very significant focus on very high performance anodes. We call it our ultranode technology in electric vehicles. And whilst we've made some very significant steps forward in ultranode, we're actually in a position to be delivering that into different end users. And by that, we mean wearables, consumables, and electric mobility. So it's not that we're not going to continue to develop that, but we'd like to now push out products to end users in a way that we haven't been doing, and basically pause that for the time being, move it forward as and when we get a strategic partner who's focused on doing that, what we call Ultranode X, which is really kicking it out of the park. I would say that we have, for the amount of money we've invested in our Ultranode technology, we are really in amongst a much higher investment level and market cap peer group. And we're going to come out with some information which really shows the products we've got, what's been invested, and where we've been able to get to. It's very, very significant in a global market sense. And then, of course, we've also got our AnteoTech's product, which is a drop-in product. And we're really pushing forward on how to push that out into different markets with a sort of expanded focus in the US, South Korea, India, and we're already in Europe, but doing more of that as well.
AnteoTech Chair Glenda McLaughlin said there is a strong market interest in the company's technologies. Why is that, and what makes AnteoTech stand out from its peers?
Right. Well, what I just talked about was all about our advanced battery technologies group, and of course we've got a life sciences group as well. And the key thing for AnteoTech is that it's all about this chemical technology platform that we've got that can be pushed into different end users. So back to why it is that we stand out, particularly on the life sciences, if I could just talk about that for a moment, we're in the point of care diagnostics, and we've been doing very serious work and validation against what is essentially the market leader in the point of care diagnostic space, lateral flow tests, range of tests. And we believe we are more cost effective, more sensitive. We're really trying to push into a market where there is a dominant player, and we've got a better product, in our opinion. So we're making some very good inroads there with some very significant Indian companies because of the very big push on pharmaceuticals in India. And then to flip to the battery technology side of things, the advanced battery technology side of things, we're specifically in high silicon anodes, and we are seeking to be a market leader, and we know we are a market leader. We're in much higher silicon. We've been testing much higher silicon levels in batteries than is the market norm, which is pretty typically less than 10%. We specialise in above 10%. So right there, right at the leading edge of technology.
And Merrill, you originally joined AnteoTech as non-executive director and as a member of the board, and you've now stepped up into an interim MD and CEO capacity. What drew you to working with this company, and why did you step up for the role?
I went through a recruitment process into the NED role where it was actually my experience in the battery market. So there are some very experienced directors in the life sciences space. And so I was brought on to complement the battery side of things. So I've worked in cathode active materials and battery recycling, different formats, electric vehicle focus, but also e-mobility and in consumer batteries. And I've been in energy for quite some time. So and that was on a global basis. So that's actually what it was that AnteoTech was looking for. We do have a vice president for international sales based in Germany, but really expanding that global presence and bring my knowledge to the board was part of it. And then the second part to the question, which is why did I step in as the interim CEO? We're basically, that's part of what we've announced, is that we've announced that there's a consolidation, and we're basically a very kind of niche but fast moving. We want to be with the market disruptors, the people who understand, and I want to be at the forefront, and that is being a bit market led, because obviously EVs is going through an incredible amount of turmoil. And for us to be solely focused on that, that made sense for us in a very focused way as well, to be working in other markets, which we can be a very market-led strategy. So I felt that I could offer value insights from the work that I've done in the past. I've worked in strategic planning for many companies and done this sort of thing before, and then working with a team around building the pipeline. And that's through networks, which is actually another area. So for me, that's another area that I work in through my own business and building to really rocket fuel, if you like, our growth and our pipeline. And that's where we're at. We're an early revenue company, and we're looking to significantly expand our pipeline, our opportunity pipeline, and convert those to sales.
So what are the near-term goals and milestones for AnteoTech?
We are going very fast because we've got the strategic review through. We've actually made an announcement this week about life sciences and how we've got solid revenue coming in there, and we're looking for expansion there. And there's some more news in the pipeline around some on the battery side, which I look forward to releasing. So we're now detailing all of our channels and the responsibilities across the teams. We'll be adding to our team with some more sales and marketing expertise and a company-wide CRM, which we're in the process of designing and implementing through a project. So in the short term, we will make some moves, as we've already said in the strategy, into the US market in a very niche fashion. And we are actually, even today, I got off the phone with Austrade and the Queensland government in terms of helping us and supporting us as a business and our sales into those markets, and potentially attracting investment too, which we'd be open to. And at USA, India for the battery side, as well as for life sciences. South Korea too, we are really growing there. We're working with trying to secure, or in the process of securing, a distributor. And Europe as well, although we have some strong connections there, we really are going through some different channels for both of the businesses, but particularly life sciences, to expand in Europe. So those are our areas of focus, and that's what the next few months will be really critical for us.
Merrill, thank you so much for your time today.
You're very welcome.
For more ASX news and analysis, subscribe below.